Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy JP here. Today I'm going to be replacing the water outlet on a 2010 Mazda 6 that it's leaking, and it's most likely going to be either the gasket or it could be cracked. Let's get to it. Alright, first thing we do is we remove the battery, which I've already done. It's right there. We also remove the battery base. We then remove the air intake hose right here. Let's put it to the side. We're not going to be removing the air filter base in order to get to the water piece that we're removing right there. Alright, so the water outlet, it's right there, so you guys can see it's leaking, and it's gonna be two things. It's either gonna be the gasket or the piece, because it's made out of a plastic. It's cracked, but either way we need to replace it with a new one in order to prevent this from leaking again, because it's been leaking for a couple of days. Alright, let's keep going here. Alright, so we're gonna be removing all these clamps attached to the hoses, and see this piece right here. That piece has four T screws. I believe they're gonna be either a T25 or a T30. Alright, once all this get removed, that piece should lift up easily, and then we'll be able to remove the piece. The piece has four screws, which is what's attached to the engine. This is the new piece right here, and as you guys can see, one, two, there's another one right in there, and one here. Alright, so those are the screws we need to remove in order to remove that piece. So let's continue. Alright, so after removing all the screws attaching this piece right here, which is three screws, one, two right there, and then there's another one in the back, that's three, and then removing the four screws that hold this piece together, we finally have full access to the water outlet right there. So all I need to do now is remove those four screws holding it together. There's three more hoses that need to be removed, and I'll work on that now. Alright, so all the four screws have been taken off. I also have pulled out this hose from there. Now this is the piece, as you guys can see. Boom, the gasket is no good. You guys can clearly see the reason why it's leaking. It's only the gasket. That's the only problem with this piece. I just have to remove the hose on the bottom, and this hose right here, it's another hose, and this right here, this is a sensor. This is a sensor that we have to unscrew, so I'll work on that now. Alright, so this, guys, this is the sensor that we need to remove from the piece. So it's normally a 19mm wrench, but I'm just going to use this type of wrench here to make it easier. It's kind of hard, believe it or not. Oof, it is kind of hard. So put it on the floor here, see if I can. I didn't think this piece was going to be. There we go. Alright, so that's basically it. Now this piece right here, I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. It'll go on the new piece, and it'll be ready to go. Alright, new piece is in. I already connected the sensor on the back. I already connected the hose that goes in the middle. The hose that goes in the back, it's also connected. Now we're just gonna connect the 2 additional hoses and then just put everything back, and the car should be good to go. Alright, the hoses are back, pieces installed. All I have to do now is put this top piece here with the 4 screws, hook up all the electrical plugs, and should be good to go. Alright, everything's back together, everything's rewired. I'm just gonna put the battery back and the cover to the air filter. Should be good.
Alrighty.
Alright, so you guys can see everything's back as it should. All we're gonna do now is refill it with antifreeze. And if you guys like the video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Again, this is a 2010 Mazda 6, and we have just replaced the water outlet.